Welcome to the Avalanche podcast. Today we are talking about the FA Cup Round 4 replay away at Villa Park against Aston Villa. Andrew, we drew 0-0 at home in we'll call it the first leg, as it is a replay, and it's now going to be a second leg. We had most of the possession. We did not take our chances, and we probably should have come away winning that game. After the most recent results that we've had with Wolves 4-2 and Liverpool 4-1, how are you feeling going into this game against a Villa that are playing very well? I think they're either in the top four or still pushing for the top four. I think they're just about in the top four. And they've got a really good record at home. Your thoughts?
I feel pretty shit about it, Matt, if I'm honest. Ollie Watkins has been getting a lot of stick, so he's overdue a hat trick.
Do you know what? With the way that our defense is playing, I mean, they might as well just gift it. I mean,
We probably
Kuhn
will.
have got a hat trick against us, for Christ's sake. He had a
Don't
great
worry
game.
about it. We probably will gift it to him.
Place your bets.
Yeah, it's all the things that we struggle with, really. And I think watching the Villa game, the last one, I was quite surprised at how dominant we felt on the ball. But again, it's a team with a very good goalkeeper, which means that if we get good chances, we have to shoot incredibly well to score.
He's
And
probably the
we're
third
not
best
good at that.
goalkeeper in the league.
Huh?
He's probably the third best goalkeeper in the league. I don't think he gets enough credit.
He's certainly up
He
there.
was their man of the match.
We made a lot of saves. They've got good for the midfield's great. The only thing that's really lacking is their defence, but we've shown that you don't actually really need to defend against us because we'll miss the fucking target anyway. So, yeah, I'm not particularly confident. Am I predicting a win? Probably, because I kind of want us to win. But at the same time, if we get the FA Cup, at this point, I actually just want less games. I just want less games. I want more players back to fitness.
Why do you want less games? Out of curiosity.
Because we've got so many fucking injuries, Matthew. And I want more time on the training pitch because God knows we could use more time on the training pitch, understanding what on earth we're supposed to be trying to do.
Putting the ball
Playing two
there,
games
taking
away.
our chances, Andrew, is what we're supposed to be doing.
We've noticeably got worse in the last few weeks playing week in, week out 2 games.
Yeah, but also we've now actually we're in a position compared to last season. We're now worse than what we were last season.
Decent. Have we not been like that all season?
No. We did get better. No, we got better. We're now the same games. I think we're roughly the same goals, maybe a bit more, but it's points. We've got the same points in a lower position or less points in a lower position. I saw a post earlier. But in terms of goals scored, we're actually doing better in that department, surprisingly.
Well, yeah, because we scored 4 against Tottenham.
And City.
Doesn't really count. City one does count. I mean, we just fits and spurts. We've decided to actually kick a ball in the net.
Yeah.
But few and far between. I mean, when you look at the sort of expected goal stats and expected goals conceded stats, I think we're top 4 in all of it.
No, we are.
In like everything.
We are.
And we just can't win games. It's completely fucking embarrassing.
Well, it was only a few weeks ago that pundits were saying that if we had actually a world striker, a top class striker, people used Haaland as a reference. Not that I think he's been at it this season, compared to last season and the last couple of seasons for Dortmund, that we'd be in a completely different position. We might not be fighting for the title, but we'd definitely be in the shout for the Champions League. And I have to agree with them, but we don't, and we're not.
Yeah. How do you feel about the game?
After the first game, I genuinely thought we should have won that game, as I said, and I felt confident going forward. I mean, I felt semi-confident against Liverpool in the sense that I thought it'd be a close game. The last 3 years, 3 seasons worth, maybe even 4, they've all been really close. They've been draws, apart from the losses on penalties in the finals last year, the Carling Cup and the League Cup and the FA Cup. I honestly didn't expect us to get demolished the way that we did, and we did deserve that. We were outplayed. Again, with Wolves, I thought we might lose, but if we lose, it'd be by 1 goal, like we did, away. I thought they were quite fortunate, but we didn't deserve to win. We should have taken more chances, but even then, we didn't deserve it. So now I'm a bit like you, and I'm not looking forward to it. I'm dreading it. Especially as I've got to watch it, so I've got something to talk about on the podcast. Ronnie just laughs at me now. She's just like, "We knew this would happen. You're doing this to yourself." I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And to make matters worse is following our conversation in the last podcast. I don't know whether a change of formation after the conversation we've had is actually going to work. Does it open up more opportunities in more areas? So, you know, we seem to be playing the same players. So I'm hoping when Poch came out in the game and said things have to change, it's not necessarily just formation, but actually certain players will not be starting. I meant to mention this in the last episode, but Caicedo was seen. It was never actually shown. There's no footage or pictures, but a lot of people have been commenting saying that they saw Caicedo hitting his chair when he got subbed. So I don't know whether that's because he thought it was unfair or whether he was angry at his performance. Maybe both. I don't know. Things just aren't right with the club at the moment in a lot of ways. And I do think, and I honestly do think it's now time to give certain players a chance, and more importantly, to give certain players time away from the pitch where we can, because obviously there are certain players that I feel like they just have to play because of injuries, and they have to start.
Should we go into 11 then?
Yeah, but I don't want to go first.
Okay. Well, mine's probably be significantly more boring than yours by the sound of things.
Well, as I said briefly in the last podcast, the last session, I had been thinking about doing a 5 at the back type thing for the Liverpool final. But then after the conversation we just had, I am now questioning whether that is workable. Do we still have the quality and the talent of player to make it work? So Andrew, your starting 11, please.
Do we know if Chilwell's back or when he's back?
Do you know what? I didn't check the injury stat. I had to watch the game again. That's a good.
You
No, I don't think he's back, mate. I really don't. There's been no talks of him. There's been no talks about when the players that were sidelined watching the Wolves game, when they'll be back. And I mean, to be fair to him, he was at the game along with, I think, Chalobah and Reece James.
He's got a chance, I think, because there's comments on whether he'll be in the squad or not. Because I do want to play Levi Colwill if he's fit. If he's got any level of fitness, I want to play Levi Colwill. But I'll leave him out on the basis he's probably not. So Gusto right back. Well, Petrovic in goal.
Yeah.
Who must be getting an absolute hounding in the media, but there wasn't anything he could do in the last 2
No,
games.
people are rating him. No, I've not heard anyone slag him off. Again, he couldn't do anything against those 4 goals for the Wolves team.
No.
Wolves one, if I'm brutally honest. And he made some good saves again.
Good Gusto and Chilwell. I don't just kind of have to play. Thiago Silva.
Yeah. But to be honest, depending on who you're going to play next to, depends on where he sits.
I know.
Surely.
I know. I don't want to play Dizazi, but Badashield's let me down so much recently.
You know, I don't think he's been good in the new year. I was just thinking. I was like, I know
Badashield's really struggled since because he got injured, didn't he? And he just seems to have really struggled since he's come back.
Yeah, and also there's been a few occasions where he's either had to come on as a left back or come on as a centre back and then switch to left back.
Yeah, and that just definitely doesn't help him. I think.
No, it doesn't.
Do you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna go Alfie Gilchrist. Give him a game. Why not? Centre back.
Well, to
Alfie
be fair,
Gilchrist.
when he came on, I'm pretty sure they actually put Dizazi at right back and they put Alfie Gilchrist at right centre back at one point.
Might have done.
You're gonna have him at right centre back just to confirm.
Uh, Alfie Gilchrist. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hovering over Dizazi at the minute. And Thiago Silva at left centre back.
No, I just didn't know whether you. I didn't know whether you would be going with like a three at the back and then you're gonna push Gusto forward or something. That was all. I just checking.
No, I'm gonna go four at the back. Thiago Silva, mate.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I'm just not with it, honestly. Every time I have to upload this document, it means that I've got to resave it, and it means I put players back in different positions, so then I've got to find them again when I come to it the next time.
Oh right. Caicedo, CDM.
Really?
Yeah, he played a great pass. I think he gets a lot of the blame, but I don't think a lot of it's his fault. I think he gets hospital passed a lot.
I
I don't.
agree that
He
I
can
agree.
drop back into central centre back. I think that kind of worked better going forward in the second half with him at central centre back and allowing Chilwell and Gusto to get forward. There's an argument to say he doesn't go central centre back, he goes sort of left centre back, and
I,
Thiago Silva goes in the middle. But I think that system seemed to just work better for us going forward.
I agree with what you're saying. But at the same time, I'm still not overly confident with him. I do agree. I do think that because of the position he plays, he is very vulnerable to the shitness that is happening when we're playing. Whether it's the defense not helping him out, or like we said before, sloppy balls here and there. I'd like to see him a bit more smart but a bit more aggressive in defending. I feel that sometimes he puts himself in weird positions and makes silly challenges when actually he just needs to be stronger and pick his moment, you know, to put in a decent challenge. But I'm still not 100%
Well,
confident. But yeah, carry on.
I mean, fine. We just don't have much in midfield at the
No,
minute.
no,
Um,
I agree with that. I do agree with that. I do agree with that.
I'm going Conor Gallagher and Carney Chukwuemeka. Oh, energy, energy, energy.
Have I got somebody there behind it? No, I don't think I do. Cool. Yep.
Um, then I'm gonna go with Cole Palmer because he just kind of has to play, and Kunku because he just kind of has to play. And I am actually gonna play Noni Madueke on the left.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah, I think give Sterling a bit of a rest. I don't think he deserved to be dropped for performance reasons. Um, but also gives us a decent option off the bench. I don't know why Noni doesn't seem to be coming on in games.
Yeah, I've not seen him on any of the injury lists. I know sometimes we do this a little bit early because of like scheduling issues and
Mm,
stuff, but even when I've then checked it for like the next game, see if that one's up, I've not seen him on.
no,
I just don't know.
he also just feels like a bit more of a physical presence than some of the other options we've got out wide. And I think him and Kunku could rotate a little bit and just give him other bits to think about. So that's where my head's at. Pretty similar to what I said for the Wolves game, with a couple of changes. But
Yeah, I mean, I truthfully, I get what you're doing with the midfield and stuff going forward. Like, we have brought back Cassidy, and everyone's talks about, oh, he can do something for us. Well, he's only come on once. I know we only had a couple of games, but I'm like, something's got to give, something's got to change. Um,
I mean, he also can't play in the FA Cup, which doesn't help things.
that is true. I did forget that. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Um, I knew that before, but I've got it. My brain's
Yeah.
more today again. I have no idea what to do with the defense. I think Jackson will, just on another topic to get out of the way, I think he's going to play Jackson. Whether he plays him out on the left or whether he plays him up top, I don't know, but I'll be amazed if he doesn't play Jackson.
I think he'll swap Chukwuemeka out for him, and
Yeah,
then
and I
you're
don't
right.
agree
It's
with that.
either where Cole Palmer and Jackson play. Once you do that, I don't know, but yeah,
I have a feeling that this is his last game.
Poch.
Yeah. If
We
he
could win
gets
8-0. I
no,
mean,
no, 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 no. I think if no, no, I think if he carries us going through to the FA Cup, but if 3 losses on the bounce, we've lost. We had 8 goals scored against us.
yeah. If it's
This
not a
game
heavy,
doesn't,
if it's a heavy loss, I
and
think
because
he's a
the
problem.
owners are going to be going. We've got a League Cup in a few weeks. We need to bring in a manager now. Unless they've realised, no one is going to come in and change this.
They might just do it for the bounce, though.
Because I see why you're playing Gilchrist there. I just don't see it happening.
Oh no, I don't see it happening. This is
No,
what
no.
I would do on the basis that I think the bloke deserves a decent chance at centre back, and I don't think either Dizazi or Badashil really deserve to play.
No, I agree.
That's
But
why I've done
actually,
it.
but do you know what? At the same time, I know Gusto didn't have the best game against Wolves. I don't think Chilwell did well either. He had a few moments up top, but defensively wise, I don't think he had a good game. And this is it. Like I like a left back or a right wing back or whoever, a fullback that can do a job up top. But I'm getting a little bit annoyed now about how the emphasis always seems to be about what they can do in the final third rather than their own third. Your main job is your own third.
This is
Surely.
why.
Surely.
Well, the thing is, when your right and left back are supposed to be getting forward when you've got the ball, and then we lose the ball in midfield, they're nowhere to be seen, so they can't really do any defending. And that was most of what happened in the game in terms of conceding. They
Yeah.
were supposed to be hard the pitch, so they were. And obviously, Gusto gave away the pen for
Oh,
stupid
that
jumping in
was
rules.
yeah.
But yeah, but unfortunately, there's not a hell of a lot of options for me. I'm like I said, I'm Caicedo kind of goes to a left centre back role, and I think Gallagher sort of is a little bit deeper and sort of plays as sort of a deep line playmaker role. Um, when we've got the ball, and sort of Carney and the rest of them try and make some magic happen. But the problem with playing like this is Conor Gallagher's main strength is winning the ball back high up
Final
the
third.
pitch. So you're going to lose that, but
No,
you
no.
kind of have some energy.
I know. I really don't think we've got a balanced squad at the moment. And I don't think even with the everyone coming back from injuries, it's fully balanced. I do think Fofana being fully fit and Colwell being fully fit does definitely bring us something.
I mean, it helps, but I just don't. I don't think our midfield is balanced.
No, I agree. I like it to a certain degree, but I've been watching it. There's moments where it's really good, and there's other moments where I'm just like it's all over the place. Like the distance between some of them are just it's too big, especially when it comes to defending, and it makes it a lot easier for teams to break us down. Anyway, I'm gonna do you know what? I'm in two minds. So I take Chilwell off and put Gusto on the left with Dizazi and Gilchrist, or do I just put in Dizazi and take Gilchrist out? No,
You know, it's a podcast, so it helps
yeah.
if you talk. Um,
No, do you know what? Actually, I'm sick of them all. Why not? Oh, do you know what? It's more than anything else. It's more the fact I don't want the pressure coming onto another defender if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually thinking of Gilchrist when I'm doing this. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, oh mate, I don't want you to be brought down because people really like you. So yeah, I will keep that. And then, well, I would start Casadei instead of Enzo. I don't think having Enzo Gallagher. Oh, do you know what? Yeah, do you know what? I will do it just for yeah. And yeah, I give Sterling the rest. Play Noni. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Not overly excited about it.
No,
Um,
it is just the best of a bad bunch at the minute.
yeah, I think it says a lot when there's certain players where like it, limited options. I just don't want to put him in.
Yeah.
I don't want to put him in, and you then don't have faith. Like I said, you've made a great argument about Caicedo and the pressure that he's under, and I'm like, yeah, fair shout. That could be a thing. So that's why I've left him out, just to sort of see what is different, if anything.
Mm.
You know, I doubt this will be the team that he plays. I think he will probably try and change the formation as well. Even then, I couldn't do it. Um,
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. What's your scoreline with this team, Matthew?
2-2 penalties.
Are we winning on pens?
I think we can win on pens. We've done quite well with pens, and I even players that will be on the bench if we needed to bring them on, I'd still back those players. Some of those players scoring a pen. Yeah, I actually want us to win on penalties. As part of me thinking if we go to pens, we could do quite well because
Um,
Petrovic did quite well with saving some as well. I think.
Martinez is a pretty decent pen stopper.
Yeah, I'm still going 2-2.
Go for Desmond. I'm just going to go 2-1 Chelsea. Well, do you know what? I'm going to go 1-0 Chelsea and just pray that we somehow keep a clean sheet by some miracle because I can't see us scoring more than one really. Don't know why.
Who's your goal scorer?
And Nkunku.
Fair.
I think it'll be a penalty or it's Nkunku at the minute when we score goals. Maybe it's Cole, but
I'm going with Nkuku and I'm going with Chukwuemeka again.
well,
Yeah.
fingers fucking crossed, fellas.
Right. Anything else that you want to mention in this episode?
No, no, we just need to win. We need, or just to at least not concede four. That'd be nice.
I think if we concede another 4, that's it. He's done.
That's it. It's game over. Yeah.
Done. To be honest, you know what? I just think it's just got to play. Like it sounds so fucking stupid, but just play. Stop. I think they think about things too much some of the times. Just pass and move. Keep it simple. And I actually think that we'll do quite well if we pass and move because it will open up things for us. If we stay static and draw people towards us, we're only going to create more problems for ourselves. And pick your fucking tackles wisely. Honestly, just yeah, keep the momentum in our favor. Right, with that, thank you all for watching. Please like, share, comment. So many things to comment about at the moment. Share, subscribe, follow, and here's hoping that we somehow manage to scrape a win because we need it. And up the Chelsea. Thank you all for watching.